Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. Today we're taking part in a normal PvP game, larger scale. We've got some quite large ships taking part. So here's the lineup. I won't go through everyone, but we've got a Constitution class ship as well as several Trincomalis, surprises, a Cerberus, myself and a Navy brig along with two other Navy brigs, and a normal brig. So this is going to be a fairly rough matchup. It's probably going to rely on a double shot to get through the hulls of some of the ships that we're versing. I'm going to have to act as a smaller, more manoeuvrable ship, which I am compared to some of these. Right in front of me is a beautiful Trincomalee, double decks. So many guns. Looking forward to being able to play with some of those bigger ships myself. I'm not sure what the range is like on them. It depends, I guess, on what they've got. I really should invest in maybe getting some long guns installed on my right side. And I need to get closer. So that's going to be somewhat of a challenge. I'm also going to try to be careful so I don't get in the way of anyone else's firing lines. Not too sure if Cromie behind me is going to be going in close. I'm not sure what he's got equipped. He wants to. And I'll go in and support him, but I might actually be able to get him if I adjust my angle. Nope, too short still. Alright, well I'm going to fall in behind Cromie here. I think the biggest thing I can really do is actually just detract fire from the larger ships. So I'm turning against my wind, tacking in all my sails, before I curve back out, catch the wind again, and fall in behind Cromie. I probably should have left my double shot until I actually turned here, but that's alright. Alright. Femlian here is in a Navy brig, so this is possibly the best chance I have to actually have some impact on the game. If we can take out their Navy brig, it just takes a little bit of pressure off the larger ships. So I'm just looking at Cromie with his 19 guns, and that whole strength. I mean, he missed a lot of Ben Minleadless missed a lot of shots there, but he still landed a few, and I imagine they would have been doubles. But maybe not. Maybe not. He may not have had time to reload. See if I can get a few shots in on. That's unfortunate. He was just able to slink out of range. Alright, I'm going to look at catching the wind here, catching up, and bearing in behind some of these larger ships. Cromley's taking a bit of a pounding here. I'm just trying to get into a position where I can actually support him a bit better. I'm not in 100% agreement that us coming in here was the best thing to do, but at the same time I was certainly not going to leave him on his own. Because even having one other ship present can help. Circled in around us. I'm going to lay in supporting fire with my few guns on Sea Daddy here. A few decent hits, nothing spectacular. I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to bring to bear my guns against John Jervis here before he gets his shots off on me. Excuse me. Wow, that's super unfortunate. Sorry, just had a slight technical issue playing this in a window, so it has the effect of occasionally if I've skipped my mouse outside the boundaries. Adjustment. I've gotten very lucky here. I think he's missed me with most of his shots. So I just hit Sea Daddy again because he's in a little bit of a vulnerable state. Cromley's made it through, has actually been able to link up with our allied ships. I have to see what I can do about that. I'm sorry, that hasn't been happening very often before. I'm not too sure what's different about today. As you can imagine, this is actually somewhat difficult to play with. Trying to avoid exposing the rear of my ship to it. Though it would certainly be devastating, even if it doesn't hit us. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, taking Sea Daddy head on is I'll immediately be switching my crew up to pumping action. Gonna see if we can land some hits. Even though we're going against the wind, we should be able to get a fairly decent spread against. Okay, didn't think I'd adjust my height too much, but clearly I had. Keeping my sails up, I'm just going to have to try and maneuver the ship around. Catch the wind again. Right, going to switch my crew up to gunnery, see if I can get this reloaded a little faster. Just monitoring to see if I'm taking water still, which I'm not, fortunately. I'm going to try and come in behind here, John Jervis. Guys on sailing now that my guns are reloaded. Stick come in from Blue Max. Alright. Been very fortunate here to take more serious hits. Just short, sadly. My maximum height of my guns. Taking them a little water, gonna get my guys back on the pumps. I'm basically just going to try and come in from the rear here and stick on the tail of the larger ships, hoping that they won't dedicate too much time to turning to get me, but we'll see how it goes. Sails, see if we can get a bit more height on these guns. Sadly not. I'm just going to try and cut it behind them. That looked like a very close maneuver between those two ships. Take a serious hit coming up on John Jarvis here. Taking the second shots from John here, keeping behind Blue Max. I'm hoping John's not going to spend the resources and effort to turn to actually get me with his guns. It looks like great plays by the rest of the team have sorted things out. I can't say I've contributed very much to this match, beyond assisting Crommy early on. And even then, that was more just giving him a little bit of implied support without actually doing anything. My sails are in pretty poor shape, 82%. That's to be expected. A lot of high shots. And I'd rather it be my sails than my hull. Coming into the kind of the centre of the action here, I'm just going to have to be careful not to get in the way of bigger ships. It's far more important that they get to go where they want to go and where they need to go. Even if it costs me an opportunity, their guns are going to have much more of an impact than mine. Just, yeah, the power of the Constitution is very evident here in the effect it just had taking out two fairly large ships. Unfortunately, John has disconnected there, so it is likely he'll be sunk shortly. only enemy ship left standing is Sea Daddy. He's just undergone a pummeling from the remaining ships and is likely to sink as well. We didn't actually lose a single ship, so good positioning, good handling by everyone. I'm going to repair myself, put my guys on the sail so I can get a bit closer. I would like to rack up a little bit of damage points. Just to get to some of these higher classes of ship a little faster, as I am very much playing with my highest class of ship. Just be careful to keep out of the way of my allies here. I have to take into account as well, I'm going to be slower because of the ribs in my sail, so they'll actually come up a little faster than I expect, even if I myself am going full sail. I missed. I was slightly put off by my ally shooting at me there for a moment. Well, thank you very much for watching. This has been Death Stimulator. If you did enjoy the video, please consider liking, commenting, favouriting or subscribing, as your support means the world to me. And I'll see you next time.